Alright, so this isn't even a planned video. I was at work today, and like always, I'm just thinking because I paint cars and I spend a lot of time by myself just prepping the cars, working on the cars, painting the cars. And for the people that don't know, is you're in a booth by yourself. It's almost like a room, but you like big enough to put a car in another panel. So it's a fairly decent size, like much bigger than people's bedrooms or the average bedroom anyway. And it's just I was thinking people nowadays have been fooled into thinking that they have to hate their life in order to like make change and see progress, which like to a degree I kind of see where people are coming from. And like it can like force change and stuff like that, but it has to come from yourself. Like, sorry, don't let people convince you that your life is bad, because I see people all the time, like maybe it's just the place I used to be in, but that people are trying to like manipulate people into thinking that their life, and most of the time is aimed at the people that work a 9 to 5, that their life is bad in order to like sign them onto a product or like a course or whatever the fuck it is. And first off, I think that is just real, like, not even snaky is not the right word. It's just slimy. It's just slimy behavior. And then people obviously that they're looking for, you know what, like bro, like you're right, like my lifestyle is terrible. I hate my life. And then you just end up getting into a rabbit hole, hating your life, becoming miserable. All right, and it's not true. Like your life is not bad, and it's much easier to make change when you're enjoying the process. Take that from a guy that used to hate his life for no reason. I had no reason to hate my life, but I did. And that's because, people are telling me, and I was sucked into like the fuck the 9 to 5 is shit, all that bullshit. Take it from me, like nowadays, still working my job. It's like with a different body shop, but I'm still, painting cars. But mate, I love my life. I think it's great. My 9 to 5, it allows me to go on holiday. I got 2 holidays already planned this year. Last year I was skiing with my brother. Then I went to Portugal and stayed in a villa. Like I have a car. I can go to the gym. I can buy whatever I want. And all in the process, I'm, working on my passions, creating these videos for you guys. And that all comes from a 9 to 5. Okay? And change doesn't come from like force. You can't force change. It just happens. And it happens in many ways. In most cases, from the context that I'm speaking from, it happens just through like looking at your life and understanding what you want from life. It doesn't always have to be like, okay, like, yeah, I'm super unhappy, I want to make a change. For me, genuinely, it did come from like being like unhappy, but that came from just being ambitious and wanting more. In that moment, when I was unhappy, I wasn't doing the things I'm doing now, working. I was just coming home and, like, I was going to work, coming home and not really doing anything. But I had the ambition to do great things. I just wasn't taking action. I became a victim of my own environment. And this is some advice for a lot of people. In the 9 to 5 space, everyone's always miserable. I'd say 75% of people always have something to complain about. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe they've, believed all the, shit and stuff like that. Honestly, it's very easy to get sucked into that. If you are just like watching this video and maybe you're not super ambitious and you don't want to get out of your 9 to 5, it can still like affect you, and probably more so than people that are working on different things. Like, there's nothing wrong with working 9 to 5. I want to make that very clear. Is it the best thing in the world? No. But you got to do it. But yeah, getting back onto the topic, it's very easy, and I've seen it, happen to my brothers sometimes, not as bad, but just get sucked into the normal like moaning and, oh, I'm so tired, oh, this is shit, oh, it's soon be Friday. Don't waste your life away. And it's gonna sound very simple, and it is much harder than what you think, and it's much easier to say, but honestly, you have to learn to enjoy it. I want to say learn and not just you have to enjoy it. You got to learn to enjoy it because it is very difficult, especially when it's not something you want to be doing. Honestly, I could make so many videos just on this topic alone, and maybe I should start like getting really, really like deep into like how I was before I was this person now. Because before creating these YouTube videos, boys, I was, boys and girls, I was a mess. I was like a mess. But you wouldn't look at me and think, oh, that guy's a mess. You'll look at me and think, yeah, that guy's got it figured out. That guy's a legend. But I was caught up in like the rat race bullshit. Like you wouldn't believe. But guys, take it from me, like you don't have to hate your life. This, like, life is so simple. People try and make it complicated for their own benefit. Some people are just, arrogant and they want to seem smart. Other people, they want to, complicate it for their own benefits, where they can, start selling you bullshit courses or, whatever bullshit. Look at it like this. And this is going to sound super beige and boring, but like, why be sad when you can be happy? It's as simple as that. Like anything, like, why would you choose to rain misery on your own life when you can just appreciate it? It sounds like, oh, well, yeah, that's just like super obvious, but no one does it. Like, you think I want to go and paint cars every single day? Absolutely not. But I'm just like, yeah, alright, it is what it is. And that's my mindset. It's just, yeah, alright, I've got to, whether I'm pissed off, angry, stressed, sad, happy, whatever emotion I'm feeling, I'm going to have to paint cars. So I might as well, one, do a great job and, become a sponge to the, people around me and the information getting like thrown around them. Actually become good at it. And two, just enjoy it. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to be painting cars for. I don't want to be the guy that's just fucking shit up. He's terrible. No one can rely on him. I want to still do a good job. Like, I want to create these videos full time, but right now there's not an option. No matter how bad I want it right now, it's simply not an option. But what I can do is go to work, enjoy it, come home, enjoy creating these videos, and just overall just be happy. I'm not saying over the top happy, singing and dancing all the time. But just understand, like, your life could be much worse than what it is. Your job probably pays for every single thing in your life right now. So appreciate it, because without it, trust me, your life will be much worse. But other than that, I ain't really got much to say. This was just a video that, again, I've just come in from the gym. I wanted to record it because it's a super important message. Or as long as that was, I think is an important message right now, because people getting the wrong idea of self-improvement and chasing their dreams. They think they feel the need to believe their current life is terrible. That's why they're making the change. It could just be a thing of what you're doing right now is not your passion and not your dream. And that's how I am. I used to think it's because my life was shit and that's why I was chasing, change. But no, it's just not my passion. I don't want to do it. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's all for today.